Ready? 3, 2, 1, start. Mr. K. M. Patel, the learned senior counsel, assisted by Mr. Bhushan, the learned counsel, appearing for the writ applicant, vehemently submitted that the respondent number 2 committed a serious error in holding the writ applicant guilty of adopting unfair means in the mechanic course mid-semester exam. Stop para. The learned senior counsel vehemently submitted that the case on hand is one of no evidence. Stop. According to the learned senior counsel, the entire matter proceeds on suspicion. Stop. It is submitted that suspicion, however strong, cannot take the place of proof. Stop. According to Mr. Patel, the allegations of cheating and adopting unfair means in the exam is based on presumption. Stop. It is submitted that when the charge against a student is against presumption, then the standard of proof become stricter and the charge must be established beyond reasonable doubt. Stop. To put it in other words, the submission of the learned senior counsel is that presuming that the student may have cheated is in itself an allegation where the charge rests on doubt. Stop. The charge must be based after having been examined upon strict proof. Stop. The learned senior counsel would submit that the institute should have been conscious of the fact that before a student is to be charged on presumption, the allegation must rest beyond a reasonable doubt. Stop para. The learned senior counsel submitted that so far as the charge of plagiarism is concerned, the writ applicant did admit before the concerned faculty about the same, but at the same time also offered an explanation that the writ applicant, being a handicapped, hearing impaired, was not able to clearly understand the instructions given by the faculty so far as the assignment was concerned. Stop. In such circumstances, the writ applicant took assistance from the textbooks and other articles for the purpose of the assignment. Stop para. The learned senior counsel submitted that so far as the charge of indulging in unfair means is concerned, the same is on the premise that many parts of the answer in the answer sheet were found to be the verbatim reproduction of the solution given in the textbook. Stop. The second incriminating circumstance taken into consideration by the institute is that although the equations were written incorrectly, yet the numerical result matched with the test to the same number of significant digits. Stop. Mr. Patel further pointed out that it is also the case of the institute that the writ applicant started calculating with the water density. Stop para. Though PW8 HC Chetram has not stated anything in this regard while in the witness box may be due to an oversight, however the memo exhibit PW8 has to be believed to be true as the witness may omit to say something but a document never tells a lie. Stop. Even PW9 ASI Dinesh Kumar, the IO, while in the witness box has also supported the prosecution case in this regard. Stop para. The recovery of the contraband in the case in hand is after 5:30 am, whereas the time of seizure therefore of as per exhibit PW3 is 7:15 am. Stop. In a case of this nature, some time is required for preparation of parcel of clothes and the same after the recovered contraband is kept therein, and also some time for conducting sealing and sampling process. Stop. Thereafter, the seizure memo is also prepared. Stop. Since the process takes considerable time. Therefore, the possibility of the seizure of the contraband having taken place at 7:15 am cannot be ruled out. Stop. Over.